support the Justice Department seeking a new interview with Ghislaine Maxwell? Did you urge the Attorney General to seek one?
I don't know anything about it. They're going to what? Meet her?
Your Deputy Attorney General has reached out to Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney asking for a new interview.
Yeah, I don't know about it, but I think it's something that sounds appropriate to do, yeah.
Do you have any concern that your Deputy Attorney General, as your former attorney, would be conducting the interview, given...
No, I have no concern. He's a very talented person. He's very smart. I didn't know that they were going to do it. I don't really follow that.
He's the kind of guy that would say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, huh, where I don't care.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3. This is your Hill Report news break. Well, today, much of the same Epstein, right? Did you hear about the biggest cover-up of all time, at least in presidential political history? I mean, things that are right there in front of your face. They're telling you you don't see it. Things that you hear with your own ears, they're telling you it doesn't exist. Things that everyone knows, they're telling you that it is a hoax. Well, right now, even MAGA is fighting back against President Trump and the things that he is doing concerning this case. Maybe many of them like some of the other affairs that President Trump is carrying out, even though there's a lot of opposition to that. But also, right now, everybody's focused on Jeffrey Epstein, and they're even pulling out so many distractions right now, trying to get your mind off of the issue at hand. In some cases, he's talking about arresting President Obama, like a banana republic. In some instances, he's talking about it's getting so ridiculous. We're talking about revoking citizenship from Rosie O'Donnell. We're talking about things that absolutely mean nothing. Next thing you know, he's going to be talking about the beef between Ice Cube and Aries Spears. I'm telling you, we're going to see the ultimate in what Donald Trump has been scrolling on his internet here in the next few weeks, because he's going to want to talk about anything but have you heard about the biggest cover-up ever? This is crazy. This WD3 Hill Report news break. Like, share, and subscribe. It's purely entertainment, guys. I mean, come on, give me a break. If any of you guys are buying any of this, then come on, let's give me a break. Like, share, subscribe. We're going to show you some clips to show you a part of what our daily distraction is today, and we'll get back to you after this.
I already know you believe he was murdered. You don't refer to it as a suicide or a death. You refer to Jeffrey Epstein's murder, your brother. Why do you believe there's a cover-up now, Mark Epstein?
Well, it's always been covered up. It never came out and said it was, anything other than a suicide, even though the actual pathologist who did the autopsy, the only two, both claimed that they couldn't call it a suicide because it looked too much like...
I didn't know that they were going to do it. I don't really follow that too much. It's sort of a witch hunt, just a continuation of the witch hunt. The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up to 2020 of the election. They tried to rig the election, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. You know, when we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start, after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released, and what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So that's really the things you should be talking about. I know nothing about the other, but I think it's appropriate that they do go.
May I ask you about that, Mr. President? Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard has submitted a criminal referral to the Department of Justice. From your perspective, who should the DOJ target as part of their investigation? What specific figures in the Obama administration?
Well, based on what I read, and I read pretty much what you read, it would be President Obama. He started it. And Biden was there with him, and Comey was there, and Clapper, the whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room, right here. This was the room. This is much more beautiful than it was then, but that's okay. I have nice pictures up. They came out of the vaults. They were in there for 100 years. This is much more beautiful. We have the Declaration of Independence now in the room, which wasn't here. I guess people didn't feel too good about putting it here, but I do. But you know what? If you look at those papers, they have them stone cold, and it was President Obama. It wasn't lots of people all over the place. It was them too. But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? And except for the fact that he gets shielded by the press for his entire life, that's the one they look. He's guilty. It's not a question. You know, I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason. This was every word you can think of. They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election. They did things that nobody's ever even imagined, even in other countries. You've seen some pretty rough countries. This man has seen some pretty rough countries, but you've never seen anything like it. And we have all of the documents. And from what Tulsi told me, she's got thousands of additional documents coming. So President Obama, it was his concept, his idea, but he also got it from crooked Hillary Clinton. Crooked is a $3 bill.
So welcome back. As you guys can see in these clips, talking about everything. He's naming names. He's talking about the Hillary Clinton emails. We talked about that a long time ago. He's talking about Obama trying to steal the 2020 election. We talked about that in the comedies. It's like he watched my comedy skit and now he's just bringing out all those things. This is crazy. Shout out Donald Trump for checking out the WD3 comedy. I'm telling you guys, Trump is pulling out everything that we did a skit on. It's almost like this guy probably needs to be examined upstairs. I feel sorry for the guy. You are going to be haunted if you do a lot of terrible things in your past. When you have all the money in the world at your disposal and no moral grounding, many of us probably would have did the same thing, but this is Donald Trump. Hundreds of millions of dollars, and you're hanging out with guys like Jeffrey Epstein. Probably never thought in a million years that he would be in position to be in 3 different elections and win the presidency twice. But now he's under fire by his own base. He even called his base stupid. He told them that he does not want their support anymore. He called them his past supporters. You never thought you'd hear red hat, red tie wearing Donald Trump distancing himself from the MAGA base. As a matter of fact, I've only seen him wearing gold ties to match his newly dyed gold hair. I look at that as a signal. You can ignore it. I don't. Trump is always wearing a red tie with a red MAGA hat, but now he's got the gold tie to match the newly gold hair. Well, have you guys heard about the world's biggest cover-up? I have. It's WD3, Hill Report News Break. You guys have a great evening.